Hey guys, and here we are back with another one. Now today I'm going to share with you my review of the Beelink GT1, which is actually the first machine with the new SoC Amlogic S912 that I'm bringing here to the channel. This machine, by the way, out of curiosity, has been here with me for about a month or so, but only now I could test it out or finish the tests, and of course today share them with you. I'm sure that are already a lot of reviews out there. Nonetheless, I'm going to give you my opinion and share with you the things that I did find that worked great, and also some things that did not work that well with this machine. Also, another spoiler alert is that the S912, as expected, brings nothing to the table that it's new compared to the S905 that we have been seeing with other machines. So in terms of benchmarks, you will see during my review that it has a little bit of an umph over there, but in terms of the real applications and how we use these machines on a daily basis, in my opinion, of course, it brings nothing new. So if you are happy with your device with S905 or any other similar SoC, but I'm just talking about Amlogic here, I would advise to stay happy with it. But if you are, of course, on the market for a new machine, then that's a reason to consider a S912 and the Beelink GT1 as one. So with no further ado, let's go straight for the video. Hope that you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in a few seconds. And here we are back for this quick video regarding the Beelink GT1 that features the new, as I said, Amlogic S912, 2GB of DDR3 RAM, 16GB of flash storage with Android Lollipop 6.0.1. Now, regarding our usual and quick unboxing experience, once we open this package right over here, we will find the Beelink GT1, a quick user guide, a power adapter, an infrared remote control, and finally a HDMI cable. Now, taking a closer look at this box, it has a really nice design. This is, once again, my opinion, of course, but I really enjoyed the design of the Beelink BT1. It has this similar to carbon fiber looking at the top, which, well, it's one of those things that some people will like and some people will not. Now, at the front we will find only a very dim white light. On the left hand side, a microSD card slot, a USB 2.0 port, and at the back a power input jack, a USB 2.0 port, HDMI, a gigabit Ethernet connection, and optical out. At the bottom we have this rubberized surface, and then at the top the Beelink logo right over here, and that's about it regarding the box itself. Now, if we take a look at the launcher, there's nothing new there, guys. We have seen this launcher in multiple brands, and usually in cheap box, in budget boxes, sorry, such as the Beelink GT1, which is a budget box. We cannot forget about that. But in terms of launcher, as I always say, we just need to go to the Google Play Store, install any APK that we wish, and use any launcher that we want, as I do always with KKM launcher in this particular case. Now, moving along to the remote control. This is an infrared remote control, guys, so I would forget about it. I would spend a little bit more, and I have a video about remote controls, wireless remote controls, and that is my suggestion regarding any remote control from any brand. Doesn't matter if it's Beelink or not. I always test them, and the result is always the same. They suck. Well, they work well for the basic usage, but they suck if we want to do a little bit more, and if you want to take a little bit more advantage of these boxes, regardless of the brand. Once again. Now, regarding the online updates, the GT1 comes with online updates. I'm not sure of how frequent they are. I only had one update during this period of time that I had the box, which is more or less 1 month, but they are working, and in terms of the online update itself, works really well. Now, moving along to the benchmarks, I'm not going to read any benchmarks here, but if you want to see them closely, I would press the pause button and you will be able to see them. Now, what I want to take out of there are two things. First of all, I did find an issue with the Wi-Fi connection. where using some apps, sometimes we lose the connection. Even without using apps, just browsing the internet, I would lose the connection, and I have a few routers, so it's not router problem. I did choose several connections and the problem still persists. So it's a Wi-Fi connection issue. Not sure if it's hardware or firmware. Let's see for the time being. The other thing that I would like to mention regarding the benchmarks is that, as you can see, and if you compare with other machines that we have seen in the past, there's nothing major there. In Geekbench you will have a bit of a higher score regarding the S905, but that score will not do anything in terms of real-world application that we couldn't do with the S905, as I said on the intro. So this is the conclusion that we can take out of these benchmarks that hopefully you just saw there on the screen, is that there's nothing major actually on the S905 from the S912, comparing both of them. Now moving along to the gaming department. Now, as I said, there's nothing special in terms of numbers, but this is the S912 that we are talking here, so it's not lower than the S905, and I was not expecting that it would perform lower, and it didn't. So we are talking about at the same level or a bit superior, which is able to run any game available on the Android platform. And of course, as I was expecting as well, it did perform great doing game streaming at 1080 with 60 frames per second, playing games over the network, and I've got a video about this, so if you want more info, but over the network from our gaming PC. Now moving to the video playback, I did test out YouTube, and the maximum resolution that we can take out of this GT1 is 1080, and I also tested Netflix, and the maximum resolution is 480p or SD quality, and that is it regarding Netflix. Now on Kodi, using Kodi 16.1, which is the one that comes installed on this machine, and by the way, it comes with add-ons, but you guys know me, I do not test add-ons, so I just uninstalled the Kodi and installed a new version, cleaned version from the Google Play Store, just to have the pure experience. And what I can say is that it played everything up to 4K resolution using H.265 and H.264 codecs, 8-bit videos and 10-bit videos, and the samples that you see on the video, I did not only test those, but the samples that you see on the video, as usual, is Big Buck Bunny, Tears of Steel and Sintel, Iceland, and Dive into the New World, and I use them under the Creative Commons 3.0 license. So in terms of video playback, guys, except with Netflix, which was expected, we will have a great experience with the GT1 in terms of Kodi if you use your library. As I said, I don't know about the add-ons that this machine comes, if they work well, if they don't, and etc, and I'm not going to bother to test them out. Now guys, moving to the last department of my test, of course, which is Airplay. The experience was not good, so I was a bit disappointed here, and I'm sure that I'm showing something on the screen already. We had a lot of freezes and a lot of small crashes there. Well, the experience was bad. Now I used this a lot. The first time that I tested out a machine that was capable of doing this, I was really happy, and since then, and there's about 2 years now, since then I've tested every machine with this feature, and of course some of you will use it, some of you won't. I do use it, and this machine is not able to deliver the experience that I'm used to, which is a flawless experience in terms of streaming high bitrate files from the iMac or the Mac, any Mac on our network, of course, to our living room TV, for example, or for the bedroom TV, for example. So in the Airstream from the phone, it was fine, low bitrate files, but from the Mac, which is high bitrate files, things did not went well, and that was the result. Hopefully this is a firmware issue, and hopefully Beelink will be able to fix this, but until they do, at the moment it's not working as I would love to see. Now moving to the conclusion, guys, in terms of the things that I did like the most, starting with the design, which I mentioned at the beginning, I really liked that this type of design. It's a minimalistic box with a cool design, but of course this is subjective once again. It has online updates and fun finally it's capable of game streaming at 1080 with 60 frames per second. On the other hand, things that I did like the least, guys, were the two that did not work that well, which is the Wi-Fi connection keeps on falling, and sometimes you need it and it's frustrating that the Wi-Fi goes down. And finally, the issue with the Airplay, especially with the high bitrate files, that was not able to handle those live slideshows and keeps on freezing, and the experience is not that good. And that is it, guys. Hopefully this video will help you to decide if this is a machine for you or not. Once again, sorry for the delay, because I have no other way of doing things faster here. Hopefully it will help you in some way, as usual, to decide. And that is it. My name is Roberto George. As always, guys, I'll see you on the next one.